In the shadow of the Allegheny Hills, nestled in the mid-sized town of Elmwood, Pennsylvania, the year 2037 dawned with the quiet hum of resilience. Elmwood wasn't what it used to be, no longer the bustling hub of steel mills and family farms that fed the American dream. The U.S. had slipped to second-rate status on the global stage, its dollar a faded relic trading at pennies against the yuan and euro. A limited war in the Pacific had scorched supply lines before grinding to an uneasy truce, leaving scars on the economy that no one could ignore. Ration cards dictated portions of flour, fuel, and fabrics, but the black market thrived in whispered alleys and encrypted apps, trading everything from fresh eggs to forbidden luxuries like imported chocolate. 70% of Elmwood's 50,000 souls scraped by on universal basic income, a digital stipend that covered the barest essentials: a roof, recycled water, and synthetic protein packs. Extra cash was a myth for most. Side gigs were bartered favors or underground hustles. Yet amid the hardship, the town's spirit held firm. Families clung tighter than ever. Multi-generational homes echoed with shared stories around flickering LED lamps. Bonds forged in scarcity that no algorithm could replicate. Take the Rivera family, for instance. Maria Rivera, a former teacher now in her 50s, gathered her clan every evening in their modest row house on Maple Street. Her husband, Javier, tinkered with salvaged robot parts in the garage, while their two grown kids, Sophia and Marco, pitched in with community plots. "We've got each other," Maria would say, her voice steady as she portioned out the day's rations. "That's more than credits in the bank." Education had transformed under the watchful eyes of the bots. Elmwood boasted nearly as many robots as humans, sleek, humanoid models from the old tech boom, now repurposed for public good. They patrolled schools turned communal learning hubs, their synthetic voices drilling math and history into eager young minds. Query: what caused the dollar collapse of 32? One might ask a class of wide-eyed teens, its holographic display projecting faded graphs. Kids like young Elena, Sophia's daughter, absorbed lessons from these tireless tutors, freeing human elders to focus on life skills the machines couldn't teach. Empathy, barter, survival. But Elmwood's true heartbeat lay in its mutual aid groups. The Elmwood Uplift Collective met weekly in the old community center, a ragtag assembly of neighbors pooling resources. "Black market's got batteries this week," whispered Tom Harlan, a burly ex-vet with a knack for smuggling circuits. "Trade 'em for seeds?" They'd nod, plotting micro-farms in backyards or hydroponic setups in basements. Financial co-ops sprouted too. Barter banks where skills were currency, a haircut for a robot repair, coding lessons for mended clothes. Attitudes stayed upbeat. Gallows humor filled the air. "War's on pause," Javier joked one meeting. "Gives us time to win the peace right here." One crisp autumn day, the Riveras faced a test. Elena's school bot malfunctioned mid-lesson, its circuits fried by a power surge. Rationed electricity was unreliable at best. The family couldn't afford a black market fix, but the collective stepped in. Tom sourced parts, Marco rewired under Javier's guidance, and Sophia rallied neighbors for a skill share session. By dusk, the bot whirred back to life, its gratitude subroutine beaming. Operational. Thank you, humans. As night fell, Maria watched her family from the porch, the town lights dim but defiant. Difficult times? Sure. But in Elmwood, they weren't just surviving, they were rebuilding, one shared spark at a time.